Now, the US ending a tariff exemption earlier this morning for lower value packages. The closing of the so-called de minimis loophole could disrupt supply chains for e-commerce companies, small businesses and their customers. Megan Cassella joins us now with more from Washington. Hey, Megan.
Hey guys, good morning. So that's right. This was nearly a century-old trade loophole. And while the president already closed it earlier this year for packages from China and Hong Kong, it's now eliminated for everyone. So that means that starting today, all packages coming into the U.S. are now subject to tariffs of 10 to 50% or a flat rate of $80 to $200, depending on their country of origin. So it's expected to impact some 1.4 billion packages each year that used to come in under this loophole that's based on customs data. Now, the White House argues that this is necessary to cut down on drug trafficking and on counterfeit goods. But the change, which officials say will be permanent with no exemptions, will also mean higher costs, especially for U.S. consumers and primarily small businesses. Yale economists have estimated that closing the loophole will cost consumers about $11 to $13 billion annually, as much as $163 per family each year. And it could also mean canceled packages and mail delays, at least in the short term. So over the past week, countries including Mexico, Australia, Japan, several across Europe, you can see some of them on the screen here, they've all said they're suspending shipments to the U.S. as they try to figure out how to navigate these changes. E-commerce platforms too, Etsy and eBay, they've both warned buyers and sellers using their sites that they may not be able to rely on foreign postal services moving forward. Guys?
So Megan, I mean, it's kind of interesting not to see them move that much in the pre-market. They've been reacting to this move coming closer and the China-Hong Kong aspect of it already?
Yes, they have been. One thing White House officials told us yesterday in previewing this is that this shouldn't come as a surprise to anybody because they have been talking about it for so long. And given that the China-Hong Kong change did kick in back in May, almost half of all packages coming in under de minimis were coming from those two countries. So a lot of this is already baked in. But at the same time, I think there's still a big question about how implementation will go moving forward. If it's just a couple of dollars more per package, consumers can adjust. And that's what the administration says will happen. They also say these foreign mail services will have to make a business decision and essentially get in line and start adjusting to this before too long. But if there's a big hiccup in the near term, if everything starts to get a lot slower and a lot more expensive, then I think we might see more of a reaction.